What is up, everybody? Today, we're going to be taking a look at a Disney Cars 2021 tier maker. 2021 was a very interesting year for the Diecast line. It had many classic releases, as you can see, as well as a bunch of interesting chase pieces, and we will get into those in a second. Without further ado, let's get into ranking. Starting off this list, we have Jackson Storm. Why was this even made? Like, I'm sorry, and I'm not questioning his diecast in general. I'm talking about why was he released over and over as a peg warmer. It's kind of unnecessary and takes away from the fun. Rusty's Lightning McQueen. C, again, not really a desirable release, but again, one that people generally don't mind seeing as long as it's not released over and over in every case. All right, now here's where it gets interesting. We have Brian Spark here. I'm going to put him A. He's a phenomenal release, one that we haven't really seen all that often, and I don't think we've seen him. We haven't really seen him release since then. So Murray Clutchburn, C. I don't know. Again, just one that's common, not really that desirable, really, because he's kind of repetitive. Up next is Jimmy Cable's B. Design is an A plus. Desirability is somewhere again A minus B plus range, so that roughly puts him around there, a B. Next up, Kabuto, A. Next, Suki. I don't know how to feel, but I feel like Suki was a peg warmer and is still a peg warmer to this day, so we'll put her C. Good design, but again, not desirable. Same for Harumi. Now, Bob Pulley, I don't see. I don't know. Again, a lot of just average releases. Hot Rod Junior Moon. C. I mean, other than the decals on the side, he's pretty much basic. So, Sputter Stop Racing Tractor, B. Great desirable release, kind of a fun gimmick of a design. Up next, Bob Cutlass, F. They've ruined his design from Cars 1. I mean, it's such a Mattel thing to do to change the color of a car after having an original version back in 2007, his accurate gray silvery color, and they changed it to a pale gray, which sucks. Pit crew member Fillmore, I'm putting him in B. I'm not a fan of his Thailand release. This one, however, is his original one pictured here. But, it's a great sort of throwback to Cars 1. And honestly, True Cars 1 feels, because they hadn't released him in, at that point, 12 years, so it's good that they brought him back, and I really appreciate that. Daryl Car Trip, B. Classic release, they did a good job replicating him from China to Thailand. He was included in Case A of 2021, I remember that well. Moving on, Cruise, again, C. Kind of, actually no, B, because sort of desirable, but again, Cruise in general is just, it's all right, but not great. Pat Traxon, again, a good, interesting, it's an interesting, fun release, but it's just not, I don't know, it's just not good. It's not S tier like True Cars 1 feels, or the A range. Maddie McGear, C. Now she has become one of the more desirable cars. However, has that kept up? Was that the same in 2021? No. Next is Hot Rod Luis Nash, A. And this could be also desirability bias talking, but it's just such a cool release, such cool colors with the pink and the cream. It's just a good combo. Hot Rod River Scott, again. I actually have him better than Junior Moon. I like the blue. That makes it look better. So, Hot Rod Smokey here. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's just smoky with some side flames. Um, Bumper Save Racing Tractor. Yeah, it's such a good release, and I mean, I don't know. It was one of the more desirable releases in 2021 and 2020, so I'll include that there. Easy Idle Racing Tractor, A, does not matter. They're all good. All the racing tractors are A minimum. Lightning McQueen is Easter Buggy, A. Again, such a cool piece that we don't see often. He's getting re-released in 2024 this year as part of the new Easter line. Easter Buggy, also A. I mean, such good releases. I don't know. I mean, now here's where it gets to nostalgic vibes, in my opinion. I mean, Holiday Hotshot McQueen, True Cars 1 Feels. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could put him in A. All the holiday cars, they just do such a good job, in my opinion. Now, here are the quote unquote generic piston covers. Shiny Wax, I'll put them in C. I don't know. It's just, they're just all repetitive. I do like No Stall more, so I put him in the True Cars 1 Feels just because of his color scheme. Ruby Easy Oaks would also go in average because they're not really unique in a sense, their expressions. Now, Common, Dynaco, Cruz, Ramirez, C. I mean, a lot of these cars are going to finish in C or Abomination, Why Was This Made range. Now, Saludos Amigos Ramon, A. I mean, such a cool release. Love the silver on it. Love the color scheme, the Mexico flag. It's beautiful. It's a great release. It has become one of the more desirable, uncommon releases of that year. Tex Dynaco is always welcome in the True Cars 1 Feels S tier section. Such a classic release. Will Rush, A. Next, H.J. Hollis. I mean, all the next gens really are pretty good. Other than maybe Sheldon Shifter here, I'm just not a fan of the brown, so put him in C. He's cooler than Pat Traxon, so B. Yeah, again, Aiken Axler, True Cars 1 Feels right here. I mean, who doesn't like Nitroid, as the original collectors will call it, including me, who basically got him when he was called Nitroid and didn't have a backstory, didn't have a name. So Aiken will always be welcome. All right, Manny Flywheel. Again, I like the design, so A. I like the N2O color scheme. It really goes well. Fabulous Lightning McQueen, B. Good tribute to Doc, but I just remember him being fairly common in the sense that, it just was okay. It was okay. Flow, classic, Cars 1 Feels, easy, just a good desirable release. Racing Start, Luigi and Guido, C. I mean, they were okay, but really it's just a common, it's the same Guido with just a Luigi with a green flag, and I don't really see the difference in that. McQueen with cone, True Cars 1 Feels, and I wish I could scroll up. Yeah, I'm putting them up here. True Cars 1 Feels, I mean, yeah, there's no denying it's such a classic release, first release in 2010, and is still one of the most desirable Cars 1 McQueens to this day. Mater, True Cars 1 Feels, again, classic release, always welcome on the shelves. Green Ramon, True Cars 1 Feels. I feel like it's going to be filled with just True Cars 1 Feels. And again, I don't really know like what this category really means. Lizzie, True Cars 1 Feels. Now, one Cars 1 car I'll not be including in this is Sarge. He gets an F. And which really sucks, I loved Sarge as a kid. Loved his diecast, the original one at least. But I just remember he peg warmed. He was very common. So, I mean, I don't see the need to put him in. I just don't see the need to put him in there as a, So, Mildred Bylane, true Cars 1 feels, always welcome. Such a great classic release from back in the day. Beautiful gold metallic paint. It's just done well. Floyd Morgan. I like this, actually. So he gets an A. Don't know much about him, so moving on. Jan Jones. He gets an A. Such a cool little mini car gimmick. It's always, again, always welcome. Smokey, F. I mean, common, not really desirable. Just not a lot of detail. And same goes for all of these. Now, obviously, some of them could vary in rarity, but I just don't like the designs of them. Really. I don't like the designs of them. Lightning McQueen of Piston Cup. Why was this made? I mean, you're literally, I mean, I bought it, and the Piston Cup was bronze. It wasn't even gold. It was weird. I don't know. They basically just slapped a Piston Cup with a common Cars 3 Lightning McQueen and called it a day. Next, Trainer Cruise. I don't know. F, because seriously, I mean, just cruise with a tiny little headset, not necessary. Caleb here. I do like Floyd more than Caleb, I would say, just color wise. Even though Caleb brings like vintage revolting sort of vibes. Okay. I don't remember this one. Donkey Fauntleroy? I mean, a lot of these I don't remember, but I put them in here. Just a cool 50s look. Same for Joe Don Jackson. Some of these had to have been canceled, right? Now, Pam, again, the little pitties are always welcome. Just cool. Cool releases. Pile Up. I mean, all the demo derby cars are kind of in the B range. So, like, yeah, Pile Up, Pushover, Chimichanga, Muddy. Okay, yeah, Taco, Jimbo. A lot of these have become very desirable. Rusty's McQueen. I love the design. He gets a B. Just love like the details in his release. He was re-released in 2023 as well as part of Case D, I want to say. Something like that. Andrea, F. There's nothing to her other than a microphone and some brown paint. Kathy Copter, B. Classic Cars 1 release. Always welcome. Shisaki. Oh, I hate Shisaki, F. And this could be recency bias playing again, but I just don't see the need to have a car released where she eventually peg warms over and over again. Chris Rostovsky, C. I know Chris is a desirable release, but design-wise, not really cool. So that's like the opposite for this Chisaki, like good design, but like horrible release too much. Max Chanel B, good classic release from Cars 2. Cartney Carsper? Okay, that's too cruel. C. Not really much going on here. Mama Bernoulli, A. Because, I don't know, I just feel like she, it's a good design, it's cool, it's like a good little Easter egg, it's a good gimmick. Francesca has a mom in the movie, it's really cool. I don't know. Oh, Jeff Gorvette again. I think two cars have done pretty well over the years, so I would put him in the A category. Same with Lewis, no question about it. Lewis gets a spot there too. Francesco, yeah, A. Francesco always gets an A. Dash Boardman, C. Again, I think that release was definitely a FOMO example of 2021 and eventually just kind of dried up over time. So, yeah, let's move on. Corey Turbowitz, why was this made? And why do I say why was this made? Because they keep releasing her with the inaccurate, no mirrors. They've been using the same stock photo of her since 2007 with the mirrors she's supposed to have, but doesn't. So, move on. Hydraulic Ramon. I do remember this one. Let's see. He gets probably a B, it's literally just purple Ramon with hydraulics. Still a cool release, though. It was fairly uncommon, but I still don't think it belongs in the A tier. Hot Rod Steve Herschel. Huh. Kind of reminds me of Randy a little bit. So, I do like him more, though, than Hot Rod Smokey, so I'll put him in B. Cool little Prince almost vibe, purple and black. As a Prince fan, I do appreciate that. Clutch Aid Racing Tractor, A. All the racing tractors are A. It's just so cool. Mummy Costume, Luigi and Guido, never appeared in any movie, but they get an A, just for how adorable they look. I don't know. Rusty Cornfield, C, again. I like all the Cars 1 releases, but it's just too basic. Same for Marlin. Nick Shift gets an A. I'm gonna go faster here. Jim Reverick, all the next gens look cool. They get an A. Doc Hudson, obviously, he's going in the S tier of classic Cars 1 feels. True Cars 1 feels. Don't know what that means. Sheriff, same thing. He goes in the True Cars 1 feels. Ron Hoover, wherever I put Kathy, I'll put Ron. Like, Ron Hoover's kind of like the same sort of thing as Kathy Copter. I don't know. Raul Cerul, C. No. Yeah. Well, I do like the red, white, and blue color scheme, similar to America, but I think he's Australian or something. I don't remember, maybe Brazil, something like that. I just don't like how common he was in 2021. So, next, Sarah Wilson. She was good. She was probably one of the better reporters they released. Now, Derek Williams, average. Rich Hurry, A. Any little pity that they do is just so intricately designed. I have to put him in A, no matter what. Oh, no. Millie, on the other hand, B. She's the only exception here. Just I don't know, because Millie was re-released in 2023 as well. So I do like this one. Dewey gets an A. Antonio Veloce Excelente. C. There's nothing much to him. He's just a white car. Sterling, F. Next. Ew. What the heck is this? I'm not a fan of this one either. I'm going to put it in average. Jimmy Lugwrench, like the color scheme. B. Now here's where everything gets interesting. Actually, I might save these two for last. No, I might do them now. Okay. So, first off is Racing Red Jackson Storm. C. He's average, not really desirable. Now this one, Sally. Yes. True Cars 1 feels. Oh, yeah. And I was lucky enough to get this guy. True Cars 1 feels. B. Dinoco Cruz. Lightning. True Cars 1 feels. I mean, Mater has been probably the most desirable of the 6 that were released. And Francesco gets an A. There you go. So those were the chase cars of 2021. Golden Lightning McQueen. I'm gonna get hate for it. I'll put it in B. He actually wasn't as desirable as maybe the Racing Red Mater, because you were able to get him if you bought a certain amount of stuff on a certain website. I don't remember what it was, but you were able to get them like it was nothing. It wasn't. They made a lot of them, and you can still get them today for very cheap. So, Junior Moon and Leroy Hemming. F, only because of the weird pairing. Why not Doc and Leroy Hemming? These two. C, good designs, but not desirable. Sweet Tea and Guido, F. They could have made her as a single, honestly, and it would have been better. Or even, I think these were this was a 2-pack, so that's an F. F, again, not really that desirable. Now, this one was something with, what was this, Clutch Aid, I think? So that gets an A. That was desirable. I like this pairing here. So that goes there. C, not really desirable. C, Nostalgic factor for this one goes in the True Cars one feels. F, or why was this made? That's better. Anything with Common Jackson Storm gets a why was this made? I don't care. The heck is that? Not a fan. Hit and Run, A plus. Like A plus, even over some of the cool metallic cars. What? I don't even remember this one. F. Rusty and Dusty. Classic pairing that will always be welcome in the Cars 1 table. Ooh, I always like this one. He gets a B. I don't know. I'm trying to go faster. Dynaco Helicopter, Rotor, classic release, Cars 1. Nostalgic fat. Ooh, he gets an A. I love the design on Josh Coolant. I do remember this one very well. I never bought him, but did want to get him. Didn't get him. Dr. Damage, A. Don't care. Should have bought Dr. Damage. RV, A. Just so cool and desirable, you know. All right, and finally, well, not finally, but Mater of Cone Teeth, A. Doesn't matter. He gets an A. Oh, Xavier, I remember him sort of peg warming, so C, maybe B. He's still classic and nice. Mac, F, common. Next, red, C. Miss Fritter, B. Cool release. Actually, Miss Fritter gets an A. Screw it. This one might get a B. Not gonna lie. Leroy Traffic with snow tires, B. Good release. Now all of these, like Cactus McQueen, I don't remember this one. It might be a little cruel, but C. Not a fan. Oh, and these are like the. Now, this is controversial, but I was actually a fan of the color shifters, so that will be going an A. And all of the NASCAR releases, it was that long ago? NASCAR, that, I don't even know. They're all cool, so I don't know. Mater. Yeah, they all get A's for me. I mean, this line was so good, in my opinion. It didn't get enough love on the pegs, but I'm just gonna put them all here because they were all kind of. It was a cool gimmick that they decided to do. That we still haven't seen them do since. All right, Blinker Holler. C. Cars 2 Mac Holler. B. Sort of desirable. Wally Holler. A. Why was this made? Well, they already had that, so F. I did like this one. I remember this one very well. It was a good classic release. Why was this made? Wait, actually, no. Because there were some good cars in there, so I'll put it in B. Color Changer Sheriff. I do like that. B. Color Changer King I also liked. And then why was this made? Definitely why was this made? Why was this made? Why was this made? They can't replicate the 2008 releases, in my opinion. None of them can and never will. Uh-oh. I put them in the wrong category. All of those will go there. I don't know. This list is kind of weird to me. Which one to have? Me and Tia. And why was this made? They could have made those two single and C. Okay, there you go. Here are the ones that got the top billing here. And other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this little video, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.